If you want to learn some tips on how to create a goal for a year in your comic collecting, stay tuned. Hey YouTube, it's Matt here, and today I'm going to be talking about my 2021 goals and how I'm going to go about getting those goals for my collection. Now, we all know that 2020 has been a horrendous year for so many reasons, for so many people, but if I can just concentrate on one part of the year, and that being my comic collecting, it actually was a pretty good year for my comic collecting. Now, I had started writing goals for 2020, and before that I really never had specific goals. I did have a list of books that I wanted to get 15, 16 years ago, and I talked about that in a previous video. But other than that list, I would just buy whatever was spur of the moment books. And so in a weird way, if you've ever heard the term nickel and diming yourself, I was nickeling and diming myself. As opposed to putting money up and putting it back and trying to get a big purchase, I was getting whatever spurred my interest at the moment. And honestly, I've gotten some pretty good books over the years. I don't think it's been a horrible practice overall, but it's not something I want to continue to do. Because, hey, we all know the dollar only goes so far. And if I'm, buying this book and buying that book, my dollar gets kind of cut pretty quickly. So what I did is I have this list of about 20 books. The list started out a couple years ago, about 27, 28 books in it. I'm now well below 20. But what I did for 2021 is I picked 4 books off of that list that I have. Now that's my overall larger list, and those 4 books are my immediate 2021 goals. Now what I did is I picked one relatively larger book, and then I picked 3 other books that I felt would be manageable to pick up this year. But there's a caveat on it. That's not a hard stock, have to buy roll of, or have to buy list of books this year. What I'm going to do is, yes, those are the books that I want to get this year, but if one of them books gets hot this year, if one of those books spikes in value because there's a movie announcement or there's a new comic series or for whatever reason that book gets hot, I'm just going to shift that title back to my main list of books that I'm going to get, and then I'll move a book from my larger list over onto my 2021 goal list. That way, no matter what happens, I feel that I'm going to make my money go the furthest. Because if I keep buying the most expensive book, we all know the old saying, what goes up, it must come down. And sometimes whenever books spike in value for whatever reason, like I said, it could be a movie or whatever, eventually that book's going to cool down. Sometimes the movie comes out and it's a dud and it doesn't go anywhere. And Wonder Woman, there's a lot of talk of Wonder Woman books, and they were kind of becoming popular right before Wonder Woman 1984 came out. Now, I haven't seen the movie, and I'm not saying a good word or bad word about that movie. I can't wait to see it, actually. But what I've been noticing with the value of Wonder Woman books, they're not going up like they were. I mean, it really that's a character that's cooled down right now. And that can happen to any books. So be prepared to slide books back and forth, the immediate goal list and that long-term goal list. That way you never overspend on a book. But anyhow, guys, I appreciate your time. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you wish, please hit that subscribe button. And I want to thank everyone for watching.